And hello everyone, and welcome to WMC Season 22, When Miners Commute, with the game modes, vampires, and somewhat dungeoneering, because there are a lot of dungeons in here, I'll be honest. And as you might see, this is post-commentary. There were some slight issues with the migration game mode, unfortunately. It was supposed to start this episode, but there were some unforeseen issues, and that just sort of happens. I don't think the season was affected that badly because of it, so it's just gonna stick with it. Alright. So, at the end of last episode, this is a tradition apparently, is that my song covers are just gonna be cut off by the episode markers, but you know, that happens. Can't promise they'll continue, but who knows, maybe it's just destiny. Alright, so let's continue from the last part, shall we? Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. There we go. We got done. We got where we wanted to go, so that's what matters in the end. Alright. So, as you've seen, this mineshaft has continued for a while, and we've gotten some diamonds out of it. Some goods on the go, and the dungeons have definitely helped as well. So, I'm feeling pretty good about the situation we're in, and there's some badness. That could have been very bad. Somehow I'm keeping my luck. I don't understand how that is going to go, but... And there's some stuff about the episode marker, because, you know, episode 3 was supposed to be... the start of migration. This isn't happening. I think we're trying to figure out a solution on the go. But I think we just ended up doing as you see right now. You know, unforeseen errors, they happen, and just about being forgiving, because that's what you want other people to do when you make mistakes. It's very human to make mistakes, and I think it's important to not be too harsh if something goes wrong, because nothing goes 100% to plan. That's important to think, especially with recorder rounds. Everyone wants it to be fun for everyone, to be a close finale, have a game that just makes everything more interesting, have a bunch of memorable moments, but that's not something you can plan. A lot of this is just the unforeseen, the things you can't predict. And that's the thing, you can't expect something to be good every time either. Sometimes there will be good times, other times there will be not so good times. But it's to learn to take the bad with the good. I think that's important. Sorry about that. Now, I still don't know what I'm thinking, because I definitely shouldn't make a diamond pickaxe at this point. Maybe, no, I'm just making torches, aren't I? Yeah, okay. It's very interesting, trying to remember what I was thinking as I was playing this. It's an experience I don't have much experience with. Which is, makes it a whole lot more fun, honestly. Let me think. Okay. So, I was talking about games and movies and series I watched recently. By the way, all the stuff I mentioned, I probably will recommend. So if that's like maybe that's the thing I want to do, read or anything, then you should probably. It depends. Like my taste will not be 100% what your tastes are, so that's fine. What I've been reading recently? How about that? Since I work at a cinema, there are some days that are not as exciting or hectic as others, which gives me the opportunity sometimes to read books. When there's really slow and nothing's really going on. So, I've been reading a comic called Lookism. I believe it's a South Korean creator, perhaps? Not totally sure. But it has a really nice art style, which I like, and the concept for the comic book is very good. It has a lot of issues so far, as in not actual errors or issues in that way, but just number of, what do you call it? Series, volumes, something like that. Anyway, and Tommy's enters the stage. Ba-dum-ba-bum. Let me think. Yeah, so I would recommend that. I don't want to say too much because I think a lot of that experience is not knowing what's going to happen. So, it deals with a lot of stuff that I identify with. I also started reading a book called The Martian. You might have seen the movie version, which was an excellent movie version from what I heard. I never saw it, so I thought, let's read the book. Because I heard that some people prefer the movie version, some prefer the book version. It's like handled slightly differently, but still both of them are still really good. So I want to try the book first, see if it's for me. And so far I really like it. The concept is just so out there, but it has this like pseudoscience in it, which is really fascinating. It's just a well-told story, which I like. Very good. Oh my gosh, the skeletons. What in the world is happening? It's an invasion, I tell you. An invasion! What else? What else? What else indeed? I started reading, a text by a philosopher called, Albert Camus? Something like that? Called The Stranger. I believe it's originally French, L'étranger, something like that. I haven't read it through, but a lot of what it's talking about is really fascinating. Oh, good game, Mop. It was an honor to play with you, sir. Oh gosh, hi skeleton. Yeah, I can't say too much about it because I think a lot of that experience as well is just not. It's not the actual contents of the story, but it's like the way it's told and what it says about life and the society we live in. It's kind of why that's a good book. Yeah, it's definitely worth it though, I'd say. It depends. Like if you're looking for the high action, you're used to the teen novels, the more popular sort of fiction. It's definitely not for you. I don't think. Other than that, I used to read like crime books, crime stories, crime novel. Oh, hi, more diamonds. There's one I'm in the middle of reading, and I can't really get through it because I'm just kind of saturated with crime stories at the moment. So I see a lot of movies, series about it, and at some point you just get saturated with something if you've seen it for long enough. But for those who are wondering, I'm reading a book by Ian Rankin, I think it's called. It might be a British author. It's definitely set in Great Britain. It's good. It's just not catching me just because I'm sort of bored with crime stories. I'm looking for something different, something fun. Oh yeah, I was also reading something. Let's see here. I started reading ebooks a lot more because it's just easy to deal with. It's not the most optimal way to read a book, I'll be honest, but it works. It's the right person anyway. It's definitely not something to read at your bedside table or anything. Not bad. I did read. Yeah, John dies at the end. What a weird story that is. That is so much sci-fi. Like, even sci-fi people might be thinking, oh boy, this is in some direction I don't really know. It really intrigued me, all the things it does. It has a good sense of humor blended with the serious. It's so not serious sometimes, and not such. Oh wow, that's actually a bit deep. And wow, that's good. Good action writing in there. It jumps back and forth so much. It's just like, what is going to happen next? I feel like anything can happen. And it goes some places, man. The end is not what I expected it to be. It's not what I hoped it would be, but that makes it somewhat better. I think it's made by a comedian. It kind of makes sense that it would be this strange. It's worth a read though. John Dies at the End by David Wong. Also read the first Discworld book called The Color of Magic by I believe Knighted, now sadly passed away, author John Pratchett. That's a really good writing. I read the English version, which I could do with almost any book at this point. Good writing. I have a fascination with puns, and man, there's some puns in there, at least some creative names, which basically could be puns. There's good stuff in there, because it's fantasy, but it's not trying to be serious fantasy, which I really enjoy. It's just, let fantasy be fantasy, man. Just go wild with it. That is great. Also, apparently it's not here, but I also read Ready Player One. Might have spoken about that at some point, I don't remember. But the trailer was just released at the moment I'm recording this. And there's some outrage. There was outrage when the book came out because it's one that's very based on pop culture. It references a lot of older popular culture. With the people who lived at that time, at that era that the reference are coming from, they really don't like it. Because it's like, it goes so in depth, like the author really loves that sort of stuff, it seems, when it comes throughout the writing. But for me, who was born a little later and doesn't have that same appreciation for that popular culture, I really like the book. So I feel like I'm gonna be way in the minority here because there's so much outrage about it all. But that's a book I really appreciated. I appreciated the really nerding out about pop culture. Because it feels like it's a relic about a time that I don't know too much about. And that's what's kind of fascinating to me. But it makes it more grounded in fantasy than actual reality. It just makes this a weird future, which is kinda based on our present world and this fantasy world. So I'm going with this from a different outlook, and that kind of makes it better, which is a shame because no one else, no one who lived at that time could experience it that way, which is probably why they don't enjoy it. But I thought it was well written. The concept was really neat. I don't want to say too much. There's a lot with like virtual reality, MMOs. There's like the creator of the world-spanning MMO. So there's like Easter egg in the world, which can help you become the GM or the mastermind. Basically give you all powers in the game, and so on, so forth. It's cool. It's a cool story. I feel like even if you don't like the pop culture references, I think it's just a good story to be told. I haven't seen too much of the fiction, so it's good. I like it. Alright. Other than that, I don't think I've read much else. And let's do another song to end it with. So one of my favorite artists in the world is Billy Joel. He composes a lot of his own stuff and it's very well done. He's good at composing and performing, which, you know, you can't say that too much about present artists today, unfortunately. But Billy Joel is incredible. I really admire his work. Without a doubt. As I said, I can't do these honest. I can't do these justice, I mean, but that's how it goes. Alright, let's see. I might be able to do this. Okay. Don't go changing to try and please me. You never let me down before. I don't imagine you're too familiar, and I don't see you anymore. I would not leave you in times of trouble. We never could have come this far. Ooh, I took the good times, I'll take the bad times. I'll take you just the way you are. Don't go trying some new fashion. Don't change the color of your hair. Ooh, you always had my unspoken passion, although I might not seem to care. I don't want clever conversation. I never want to work that hard. Ooh, I just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are. I need to know that you will always be the same old someone that I knew. What will it take till you believe in me the way that I believe in you? I said I love you, and that's forever. And this I'll promise from the heart. Ooh, I could not love you any better. I love you just the way you are. Don't want clever conversation. I never want to work that hard. Ooh, I just want someone that I can talk to. I just want you the way you are. See you next time.